Happy Monday, webheads. You know, you might be having a bad day, but hopefully the top 10 comic book covers of the week put a smile on your face. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you 2021's top 10 comic book covers of the week. And fans, this is week 11, and this is the interactive video series where each and every week, you, the fans, get to vote on which is your favorite comic book cover based off of the top 10 I provide for you. But of course, guys, it doesn't stop right there. This is the contest that goes on year in and year out. And so by the time you get to the end of this particular year, you will have that final say on which comic book cover gets that all-important title of comic book cover of the year. That's right, guys. And everyone, I just want to let you know my road to 10K is in full effect. So if you want to win these particular prizes, all you're going to have to do is obviously vote in this video, hit that bell, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. So what can you win? Well, the first thing you can wind up winning is this Marvel Uncanny X-Men. This is issue 168. This is where Kitty Pryde rejoins the X-Men team once again. You can also win this cool X-Men trade where the X-Men verse the Avengers and the Fantastic Four. And then last but not least, the granddaddy of them all, you can win this Marvel Masterworks hardcover where it covers the X-Men issues 101 through 110. So of course, you got to put it in the comments below about, with voting. And by the time I hit 10K, you could win this particular prize. So good luck to you all. And let's get started with this week's countdown, shall we? All right, so we have that unfinished business to take care of where we have to find out who won last week. And let me just tell you guys, out of the 10 covers, there was 5 of them that were in contention to win all the way through the entire voting process. But the one that wound up coming out on top was Joker issue 1, that Matina variant. So congratulations to the Joker. It moves on to the second round. So here we go, guys. Let's kick it off with the top 10. And our number 10 goes to Black Knight, Curse of the Ebony Blade. This is issue 1, done by Ron Lim. This is the variant cover. This is a pretty cool cover as you get to see Black Knight as he has his sword drawn, which is the ebony blade, and it looks like he has this beast behind him. I don't know if it's a dragon, who knows what it is, but I love his facial expression, and I love, again, just his surroundings, and he's in complete battle. His cape is flying everywhere. Nice looking cover. If this one is your favorite, you got to vote in the comments section below. And remember, only one vote per person, and have your votes in by next week so I can do this all over again. And if you don't like any of the books that I provide for you here today, you can always write in your own comic book cover, as that one could start to trend and overtake the other top 10. All right, so let's move on to number 9, and number 9 goes to Nightwing. This is issue 78, done by Bruno Redondo. I think that's how you say his name. Pretty cool looking cover here as you get to see Nightwing front center on the cover, and you get to see his emblem on there, but then you get to see the city of Bloodhaven, right? I think it works well. It's a nice little piece of art which represents Nightwing and the city. So if this one is your favorite, guys, let's make sure you vote in the comment section below. And we move on to number 8. And number 8 goes to Radiant Black. This is issue 2. This is cover B by Diego Greco. Now, this was the very last page that you saw in Radiant Black issue 1, and they decided to make this one a variant cover. Nevertheless, even though we saw the page before, I still think it's a pretty badass cover because you get to see Radiant Red on here, and we get to realize that, wait a second, in the first issue we saw Radiant Black, and now there's a red one? So we're getting all colors of the rainbow, which it looks like when it comes to this series. And whether Radiant Red stays, good or bad or whatever the case may be, it's still yet to determine. And it piques your curiosity when you go to buy this book. Nice looking cover. If this one is your favorite, let's make sure you vote in the comment section below. All right, next we're moving on to number 7. And number 7 goes to Thor. This is issue 13. This is the 1 in 25. This is the Klein variant. This is a pretty dramatic cover here as we get to see Thor's dad holding him in his arms, and Thor is, which doesn't appear to be dead because it looks like he's still holding the hammer, so he's severely injured, but we get to see him witnessing his son getting a severe beatdown, and you get to see all these spears and these swords everywhere, and it looks like there's explosions and fire. Beautiful looking cover. If this one is your favorite, you know what you got to do. You have to vote. All right, moving on to number 6. We have Iron Man issue 7, done by Alex Ross. I think Alex Ross does these Iron Man covers really well, just like he does the Immortal Hulk covers. And here we get to see Rhodey on the cover in his War Machine suit, and you get to see Tony Stark fixing it, right? He's just, using some kind of saw blade or whatever it is, or, welding tool, and he's just, giving them the repairs. They're best buds and they're helping each other out. I think it's a pretty neat looking cover, something different. If this one is your favorite, let's make sure you vote. All right, next, moving on to number 5. This one is a really nice looking cover. This one goes to King in Black, Spider-Man issue 1. Gabriel Delgado does the cover for this one. There's a variant A and a B. The only difference between these two is the King in Black logo and the Amazing Spider-Man logo are not there. But this plays tribute to Kraven's Last Hunt, as it's that iconic cover where Spider-Man rises from the grave and it says, "Here lies Spider-Man," and it's raining, there's lightning and thundering. This is just a more modern day version of seeing that particular cover. It's such an iconic cover, and I love how the cover kind of glistens, right? And just the rain is coming off of him, and he's rising from that grave. Looks pretty cool. So if this one is your favorite, let's make sure you vote. All right, so moving on now, we go on to number 4, and number 4 goes to Catwoman issue 29. This is the Jenny Frison variant. Jenny Frison has these very distinct covers with the women front and center with these gorgeous eyes. They're very mesmerizing. And here we get to see Selena Kyle hanging upside down, or maybe she's lying down. I don't know. Maybe I guess she is hanging upside down, because you see her wearing pearls and they're actually hanging, and she's got money and diamonds and everything surrounding her. I love the shininess off her suit. Really gorgeous looking cover. If this one is your favorite, let's go ahead and vote, guys. All right, so we're moving on to the top 3. So our number 3 goes to Spider-Woman issue 10. This is the Bartel Spider-Woman Women's History Month variant. Now, this is a beautiful cover. This one is very classy, and I love how Jessica Drew has her backside turned to you, and she's just giving you that look. Very, extravagant hair there, and her outfit obviously goes with her Spider-Woman costume that she usually wears. The colors match up. She's got these mesmerizing eyes. Just a really, again, classy looking cover. Really love it. If this one is your favorite, let's make sure you vote. All right, so moving forward, move on to number 2. And number 2 and number 1 come from the same comic book. I could not make a decision on what was my favorite, so you guys are going to have to make this choice. But this number 2 goes to another Alex Ross cover, and this one is Marvel issue 6. Again, Alex Ross, this is the main cover for this, and I love this cover because it's just only has a couple of tones in it. Like, it's got yellow and black. You get to see Marvel on there, and you get to see a whole bunch of Marvel characters, which represents the Marvel universe. And for him to fit all these characters on there is really awesome, with as much detail as he puts on there is exquisite. I love seeing Thor. Look at Spider-Man swinging in the background, the Human Torch, Cyclops, Captain America, Nick Fury. It's got all these different characters on there, and it's awesome, right? So really cool to see that. So if this one is your favorite, let's make sure you vote. But coming in at number 1, again, comes in from the same comic book. And when I first saw this, I was like, whoa, I had to take a double take here. And that's why I think I edged this one out over Alex Ross's cover, because I saw this and I was like, this book is on fire. And this one goes to, again, Marvel issue 6, the 1 in 25 Lee Bermejo variant with Silver Surfer on the cover, doing the superhero pose, holding his board, but he's on fire. Like, he's legit on fire. Like, it is awesome. I love the facial expression on him. I love how you get to see the reflection of the board on him as well. And it's just so badass, man. The fire looks real. It's such a photorealistic cover. And even the ground, when he landed on the ground, you can see like the cracks and everything on the ground. So I was like, wow. So I had to take a double take between these two covers. I really love this one. This one I think is my favorite. So there you guys have it. There are my top 10 favorite comic book covers of the week. And once I said, now it's your turn to make that tough decision in the comments section below. It's easy. Once you do, you're entered to win in that contest. And guys, until next time, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thank you so much for taking the time and watching, supporting this video series and the channel in general. And until next time, I'll leave you more content right here to check out. And enjoy those comic books, everybody. Take care. Bye.